Travel Robot Presence. Hey, in this video we are going to talk about top 10 things to do in Ecuador. So before starting this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Outdoorsy folk will find no end of adventures in Ecuador, from surfing on beautiful beaches to treks through the Amazon jungle. The fourth smallest country in South America offers experiences to rival anything in Brazil, Argentina, or Chile, all packed into a small space that's easy to explore by bus, boat, or plane. With top-flight natural wonders such as the Galpagos, the Andes, and the Amazon basin, the opportunities for wildlife watching and bucket list adventures are limitless in Ecuador. And this compact South American country also provides myriad cultural attractions, from UNESCO-listed architecture to encounters with indigenous people. Whenever you need to pause to acclimatize to the altitude or rest after an expedition, Ecuador's cities and villages offer live music, delicious local cuisine, energetic markets, historic architecture, and unique festivals to enjoy. Let's get started. Number 10. The Galpagos Islands. Since their discovery in the 16th century, the Galpagos Islands have intrigued and inspired visitors from around the globe. Named for the giant tortoises on the islands, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to a unique ecosystem that largely evolved without outside influences. Mainland Ecuador lies some 1,000 kilometers to the east. Consequently, a visit to this unspoiled region offers an exceptional opportunity for wildlife viewing. Here, you can see a variety of rare creatures both on land and in the surrounding seas. The Galapagos Islands remain one of the most active volcanic regions in the world, and the formation of the islands is still in progress. Most of the 13 large islands, 6 smaller islands, and 42 islets that make up the Galapagos were declared part of the Galapagos National Park in the 1950s. Not surprisingly, visiting this fragile ecosystem can only be undertaken as part of a guided tour to designated visitor sites. There are, however, 1 or 2 areas visitors can go without a guide, including some areas popular with scuba divers. The main attraction here are the region's many rare bird species, of which 28 are unique to the islands. These include the Galapagos penguin, flightless cormorant, and waved albatross, along with the 13 species of Darwin's famous finches. Number 9. Quito, Ecuador's historic Andean capital. Set high in the Andes, Quito, the capital of Ecuador, is filled with well-preserved examples of colonial architecture and is the largest historic center in South America. Preserved as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its many old churches, beautiful public squares, and world-class museums, this city of 1.6 million people has long been a favorite with artisans and is a great place to shop for local art and crafts, from ceramics and wood carvings to colorful clothing. The most famous attraction in Quito's historic center is the San Francisco Church on the Plaza San Francisco. Dating back to the first half of the 1500s, the church's whitewashed twin towers flank each side of the entrance to this massive complex. It's notable for its splendid Baroque interior, and the Convent Museum of San Francisco with its religious paintings, sculptures, carvings, porcelain, textiles, and handcrafted furniture. Other beautiful churches to visit include La Compañía de Jesus Church. Constructed in the early 17th century, it's listed by UNESCO as one of the top 100 most important buildings in the world. Equally attractive is Quito's cathedral, Basilica del Voto Nacional, which was constructed in the 1560s. One of the top things to do in Quito is to explore Plaza Grande. This beautiful square is surrounded by many important points of interest, including the cathedral, the presidential palace, and the archbishop's palace. It's also where you'll find the municipal palace, as well as Calle La Ronda, a buzzing street lined with restaurants, cafes, art galleries, and other entertainment. Number 8. Cuenca. The beautiful city of Cuenca, officially known as Santa Ana de los Cuatro Rios de Cuenca, is located in southern Ecuador, home to some 660,000 souls. This picturesque city is a delightful place to visit and explore on foot. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the city brims with splendid colonial influences and architectural treasures spanning 400 years and encompassing both Spanish and Indian elements. The historic city center is also where many of Cuenca's key attractions lie. one of the most important being the old Cathedral of Cuenca, Iglesia del Sagrario. Built in 1567 from stones taken from nearby Inca buildings. Highlights include its old organ from 1739, its tower clock from 1751, and the Museum for Religious Art. Also worth a visit is the massive new Cathedral of Cuenca. Built in the 1960s, it's hard to miss for its three beautiful blue-tile domes. The Church of San Sebastian, with its mix of Gothic and neoclassical elements, is also worth seeing. As you wander Cuenca's pleasant narrow streets, be sure to spend some time exploring the many squares and parks. The best of these include Calderon Park in the heart of the Old Town, Plaza San Blas Square, dominated by the Church of San Blas, and Plaza de San Francisco, with its merchants selling textiles and other goods. Number 7. Cotopaxi and Cadiz National Parks. Two of Ecuador's most popular national parks, Cotopaxi and Cadiz, are within easy driving distances from the cities of Cuenca and Quito and make wonderful day trips. Of the two, Cotopaxi National Park, Parque Nacional Cotopaxi, just 50 kilometers south of Quito, is perhaps the best known. Highlights of a visit include the opportunity to see its many volcanoes up close. The most remarkable of these is the massive, and still active, Cotopaxi volcano. With its last eruption as recent as 2015, this massive volcano, along with the smaller Rumigaui and Sincalagua volcanoes, dominates the area's stunning scenery. About 30 kilometers from Cuenca in Ecuador's stunning highlands, Cadiz National Park, Parque Nacional Cadiz, offers a very different experience due to its numerous hills and valleys, making it a perfect place to hike and bike. It's also a delight for water sports enthusiasts, particularly kayakers and canoeists, thanks to its more than 270 lagoons and glacier-fed lakes. Finally, Podocarpus National Park, often referred to as the Botanical Garden of America, offers a diverse range of flora and fauna. Located in the southeast part of the country, its humid mountain forests are home to more than 4,000 species of plants and trees. Some of these specimens are as tall as 40 meters, including the famous cinchona, Ecuador's national tree. Number 6. The Boardwalk of Guayaquil. Ecuador's largest city in terms of population, 2.7 million. The Pacific port of Guayaquil is well known as the gateway to the Galpagos Island. In addition to its many historic sites, Guayaquil boasts great shopping and entertainment venues in its many picturesque squares and plazas, as well as along its splendid waterfront. The highlight for those who enjoy exploring on foot is the magnificent Malecon 2000, a 2.5-kilometer-long boardwalk adjacent to the Guayas River. Undoubtedly one of the world's most memorable promenades, this remarkable urban renewal project winds along the river's west shore past many of the city's best attractions. Along the way, you'll see numerous important historical sites, gardens, museums, and entertainment venues. For a real treat, take a tour boat on an evening trip up the river, when the city is lit up to beautiful effect. Other highlights include the splendid Guayaquil Metropolitan Cathedral and Museo Antropológico y de Arte Contemporáneo. The latter is worth seeing for its fascinating displays and collections focusing on the country's rich culture and history. Number 5. Lanaris Del Diablo, the Devil's Nose. A visit to the stunningly beautiful Lanaris del Diablo, the Devil's Nose, should be on everyone's bucket list. Whether you're a train enthusiast or not, this spectacular part of the Andes Mountains near the town of Alausi is best seen aboard one of the country's superbly restored railways. Part of a network that stretches across the country to some of its most scenic locations, the 12-kilometer return trip to Lanaris del Diablo is undoubtedly one of the most popular. Highlights include a fantastic sightseeing trip aboard a train that zigzags through a number of switchbacks as it climbs the near vertical sides of the mountain to the viewing station at its top. Along the way, you'll have the chance to experience the rich culture of the Andes. Highlights include a visit to the Pumuna Condor Museum with its exhibits and displays relating to the area's indigenous people. Number 4. The Hot Springs of Bangos. Thanks to its lovely surroundings and numerous hot springs, the small town of Bangos de Agua Santa is a popular tourist destination within central Ecuador. Located at the western edge of the Amazon basin, Bangos is nestled among dense jungle-like forests and offers numerous recreational opportunities including hiking and mountain biking. But the big draw are its mineral-rich hot springs and many waterfalls. Some of the best of these beautiful waterfalls are easily accessible from the town via a series of trails incorporating rope bridges with incredible views over the falls and their deep pools. Adventure sports such as whitewater rafting and kayaking are also popular here. More sedate things to do include visiting landmarks such as the Virgen de Agua Santa Church with its famous statue of Mary. It's claimed she appeared at one of the town's waterfalls. Other things to do in Bangos de Agua Santa include shopping for local goods. Some of the most popular Ecuador souvenirs found here include the colorful carved balsa parrots. Be sure to also sample the town's famous melcocha, a type of candy made from cane sugar. Number 3. Otavalo Market. In a pleasant valley surrounded by mountains lies the picturesque town of Otavalo. The town's big draw is its excellent market, one of the largest in South America, where locals and tourists alike come to buy colorful, locally made rugs and blankets, sweaters, bags, and other wool products made by the indigenous Otavaleños people. Other notable items are the unique taga nut jewelry, leather goods, indigenous costumes, as well as many interesting food items. Of these, some of the most interesting are the locally produced spices. If visiting in June, be sure to check out the famous Inti Raymi, Festival of the Sun Music Festival, featuring numerous local musicians with their distinctive instruments and sounds. Number 2. Exploring the Amazon's upper reaches in Tena. Another excellent place to visit from which to experience some of the vast Amazon basin is the city of Tena, capital of the province of Napo. Famous as Ecuador's cinnamon capital, Tena was established by missionaries not long after the Spanish arrived in South America and is an increasingly popular destination for travelers due to its many opportunities for adventure. Highlights here are jungle excursions into the Amazon, along with river journeys, including whitewater rafting and canoeing. Kayaking down the Tena, Nisahuali, and Napo rivers, the latter of which flows directly into the Amazon, are also popular adventures here. For those who enjoy their river action a little smoother, Tena also boasts a superb pedestrian bridge and tower high above the Tena River, offering great views of the city. Number 1. The beaches of Salinas, Bahia, and Montañita. While best known for its ecotourism and adventure travel opportunities, Ecuador also boasts a number of beautiful beaches worth visiting. Whether for a short break from sightseeing or as a base for a longer sun, sand, and sea vacation, you'll be spoiled for choice. One of the most popular areas due to its many beach resorts is the coastal city of Salinas. Located a little west of Guayaquil and boasting a consistently warm climate year-round. Also popular is the Pacific coastal city of Bahia de Caracas. Situated on a pretty peninsula jutting out into the ocean, Bahia attracts many tourists with its fine beaches, numerous hotels, and lively entertainment scene. Another popular area, particularly among younger travelers and surfers, is Montañita in the south coastal region of the country. For families, head a little farther south to the quieter beaches of the fishing village of Ayang. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.